Welcome to our fifth and final part on 5 ways that you can make extra income or bring more income for beauty entrepreneurs into your business. So, just to recap, before we get to number 5, we said that number 1 was an online course and digital education. This would be create it once. It goes out, it's pre recorded, you can reach many people, right? So, that is your first digital income producing asset. Then we went on to private label or white labeling a product, and you would then sell that product and bring it out to market. We went on to number 3, which is affiliate marketing product recommendations. If you don't want to take on the work of designing something yourself, you can align yourself with a brand that has an affiliate product that you get a link on, and that would bring in passive income provided you put in the information out there. You've got your link included in your information so that people can click and they can purchase based off of your recommendation. We then had number 4, which is your virtual consultation and coaching, and that was a personalized approach for a one-to-one or a one-on-one system, something that is completely customized. And number 5 that we are going through is your digital content creation and monetization. So, guys, this is in the influencer space of things. Do you have to be a massive YouTuber in order to get this off the ground? No, you don't. But you do want to become a creator and not just a consumer. So, the potential for growth and profit on this is completely dependent on the amount of work that you put in, the value that you give in, and the niche that you are servicing, right? This has a lot of man hours because it's actually creating information, value, and content. And the potential market reach is global. So, what we have seen in this space is that people who generally wouldn't have had a voice prior, so a lot of makeup artists that started off in retail, that were not fully booked throughout the week, that maybe just had weddings on a Saturday, took out a camera, started doing product techniques, techniques, and started doing product reviews, and they became the trusted source and person to learn from. And these are the people that today are YouTubers with millions and millions of followers. But they didn't start off that way. They chose a platform, they chose to create content that was valuable, they developed a brand reputation, and they became the go to person for their followers. And from creating all of this content and sharing this information, they were then able to branch and build their businesses and monetize their accounts. So, guys, the market demand for this is still extremely high. You could say, but Steph, this market is super saturated. You know, everybody's pulling out their phone and everybody's a YouTuber, and I'm busy in salon. I don't have time to be creating videos. Just turn on your camera. Record when you're with a client. You don't even have to have your volume on. Show your process. Show your soak offs. Show when you're building out a nail. Show when you're performing a balayage. Show when you're at a bridal party. Do a behind the scenes or a day with me. There's so much that people want to see. So many people that want to get into the industry that would love a day in the life of a bridal makeup artist, because it gets them into a space of seeing what the realities are of being in that industry. There are other artists who will support you and watch you because they can empathize with the joys you have or the challenges you face. So it's so important, guys, that you understand the market is not saturated. There's only one of you. So that is your unique value proposition, right? So this short form video content is dominant. People want quick, they want it effective, they want it now. They want us to get to the point. Consumers want entertainment, they want education, and they want to be inspired by beauty content creators. So even if you are a wig maker, people would love to see what goes into doing a lace frontal wig. You know, the scope is massive, right? the profits and payoffs can be extremely high, because the more views there are on a video, that video could stay on the internet for 10 years. It could be earning you income for 10 years, right? So it's something where you are going to create once, you are going to get better at it, you're going to put it out there. Eventually, when you reach your minimum watch hours and your minimum subscribers, you can then monetize your channels, and you will be able to create another stream of income for yourself, right? There are diversified ways of monetization, but you've got to go and check each platform, whether it's TikTok with monetizing lives and having a subscriptive service, whether it's YouTube ads, you've got to check whether it's Instagram store. What can you do to monetize your platform once you've created an engaging following? Next, the amount of man hours, as I said, is quite high, because you are creating content consistently. So this does require significant time, but you can save on that by outsourcing your work to people on Fiverr that can do your video editing for you and help you shorten your process to get your videos out there. You can also use AI to schedule your posts so that you're not constantly sitting on your phone having to post the entire day. Automate your workflow. And the global reach is, of course, global, right? You are not just going to be limited to the amount of people that walk through your door and that sit in your chair. When you are on social media, you have the opportunity to be global. But there is, of course, strategy to that as well. When we move on to our final slide here on these 7 points, we are going to talk about your startup and your running time. So this is more or less an intermediary. It's between 1 to 3 months, depending on how you are going to create your content, the strategy you're going to use, how often you're going to post, or how well you understand this industry. Of course, if there's a learning curve and if it's something that you first need to learn, it might take slightly longer, right? But don't be discouraged by this. You are also going to need basic equipment like basic lighting, a good quality camera. You're going to need to be able to edit it, and you're going to need to put it up onto your platform. A laptop is going to serve you better than your phone, because oftentimes phones will run slower in uploading or in giving you the ability to edit proficiently, right? Afterward, your running time is about 10 to 30 hours a week. So that could be like a full-time job in and of itself, but it depends on how much you automate, right? Your workflow and what is your desired output. Remember, with these influencers and these creators, oftentimes this is their full-time job. So if you are in salon and you've got a client base, you might not have that level of time, but you can still leverage this to bring an income into your business. The skill sets that you would need here are creativity, a passion for content creation, and oftentimes you're not born with that passion. It's something that has to come through development, because you will see the impact that you are having. Your copywriting, SEO, and community engagement doesn't have to intimidate you. These are things that you can reach out, outsource, and get help with. Guys, YouTube in and of itself is like an online university. Type into the search bar, put in the time, invest in your mind, learn skills, right? The financial investment is really low. So you would need, like I said, baseline equipment, okay, a small ring light, your cell phone, your data, so that you can get this information out there. And then, of course, if you want to grow this channel, if you want to grow your ability to monetize, your content is going to have to become premium. So that is when you would start investing more into it. But of course, what you would be making off of it at that stage will far outweigh that. So it's a business expense that you can also write off. In here, I've got a low, medium, and high entry point. You can have a look at these, but with low entry points, almost everybody has a smartphone, right? You can stand in front of a window with natural lighting and start doing your makeup. You really don't need to have the best of the best equipment, right? And editing apps, there are free editing apps out there. So, in terms of your editing software, oftentimes your computer comes with free editing software as well. So, that is a massive bonus. And when you want to take it to the next level, you will start building up your team so that your content can be more engaging, it can be of higher value, and you will then be able to pay that team. But the earning potential on this is absolutely mind blowing, and it's open to all people. So, us in South Africa could be earning in dollars from YouTube, right? But it is about taking the time and creating that content. So, to summarize, guys, we have three here that are purely digital, okay? Online courses and digital education, virtual consultations and coaching, and digital content creation that becomes monetized for you. And two of which will require actual product. So, this would be to either private label something and sell it and fulfill those orders yourself, right? Or it would be affiliate marketing. Somebody else has got the product, you love it, you share it, you an affiliate, you make a commission of it. If you combine all five of these over a period of time and you set a goal for yourself, in 3 months, I would like to have one of these up running. In 12 months, I would like to have five of these running. You are going to be creating a platform and platforms that can consistently bring income. So if you're sick and you're not able to see to those appointments and you're not able to make it at work or life happens, you are still earning an income. My takeaway for you from this is that sitting behind your chair is not enough. I hope that you hear my heart when I say you have to have multiple streams of income in order to build wealth and to build legacy. If not, it's stressful to get bookings, to maintain those bookings, to reach your break even points, and that will take a toll on your mental state. It will take a toll on your body. It would limit the amount of time that you have with your family. And it also has a cap on how much you can make, because there's only so many hours in a day. There's only so many services that you yourself can fulfill. So I hope that you find this resource super helpful. If you would like more information on this, if you would like assistance with this, over here is a link that will take you directly to my webpage. You can book a free consultation with me for 30 minutes and we can dive deep into this. You can also contact me via WhatsApp over here. You can scan this QR code. That's my WhatsApp information. I thank you for your time and I hope that this will help you.